What is up, guys? The Petros14 here, and welcome to an Extinction video that I did with my cousin, one of my friends, and my brother. As you can see, we are doing one of the first DLC missions for Extinction. I don't quite remember which one it is. I don't quite remember the name, but what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to make it a 3-part series. The first episode's coming out today. As you guys are watching this, you know it's already out. The next episode, the second part, will come out next week, next Saturday. And then it will come, the third part and the final part will come out the week after that. So, basically, during this, I'm just going to reflect on what all we did in this, what most of our strategies were for this, and what we were gonna do to try and make it through this entire level, which if you watch all the way through, you'll get a good sense of what I'm talking about. So basically what we did here was we tried to complete as many challenges as we could while playing through this level, and I believe we completed most of them. This one, of course, we just knifed it, and then when we got done with that, we could start shooting like this, you know. And it was pretty interesting to see the way we all played, because we all chose different types of playstyles for this. I believe Mikazuki Isamu, he chose to go with just using a pistol, so that he went through this entire thing only using a pistol, and you could tell that he focused mainly on trying to upgrade his pistol classes and things like that, like his weapon specialist. He was a weapon specialist, so he focused mainly on trying to get that up as much as possible. He upgraded his pistol all the way. I think he upgraded up to the 3rd one, but I am not quite sure. I focused on things such as the IMS and my pistol. I eventually upgraded that up to dual pistols, to where I could, you know, do a little bit more damage. I did the Feral Instincts along with the I didn't do the bullets, because Mikazuki focused on that a lot. He did the fire, the exploding bullets quite well. He focuses on that almost every match. What we do before each match that we play is we sit and we talk about which ones we're gonna choose. This match, I believe I chose Feral Instincts and the IMS. Going through, I'll be able to tell later on which one I did. But it was pretty cool to see how you can try to implicate different people to do different things. As you can see here, I frequently check to see if I have enough points, in which I try to schedule ahead of time which one I'm going to use, which skill points I'm going to use to try and build up to. I'm looking through there, right there, to check whether I wanted to do specialist or go ahead and start doing my pistol, or just go ahead and go with the IMS or Feral Instincts. I don't remember quite which ones I did, but you know, that's something that it was like 2 weeks ago that we recorded this, so it was a little different. We had actually played through it once before, and it was the week before that. I didn't get the chance to record it, but what happened was we played through it, and we beat the level. We beat the level with 3 people, and it was actually a lot easier than what I remember it being. And with 4 people, it's a little harder, because you vamp up what your play style is, and what you're going through with, and what you attempt to use. Now, when we did this, we decided that we were all going to try and figure out or that we would each try and get like a locker key or something like that. We would try to do as much as we could to help each other out with finding our searches. Although Kid Trickster seemed like he wanted to try and do more of searching all the boxes instead of letting other people do it, but that was we kind of had a good laugh about him trying to do that. But as you can see back there, Mikazuki had actually found a locker key, and you can go through and you can unlock the lockers in this one. I'm not quite sure if it's in any of the other missions or not, but that's something that you can do. Each locker will have like a different it'll have a different type of weapon in it, and yeah, as you can see there, he specializes in explosive ammo, but he had gotten that Maverick that he told me that I could use, and the Maverick in this is a great weapon to use. You can get it possibly through the locker like I did, or you can buy it and try to find different things to upgrade it from the very beginning, like back there at that the fence where we first came in. You can find a Maverick back there that you can buy. Also, for this accuracy challenge, what we did was we tried our best to. We shot one, and I think somebody accidentally shot another one and missed. But what we did was we got our accuracy up to past 50%, and then we just knifed the rest of the time. It was kind of weird because we eventually got to this guy right here, the teleporter, and we couldn't. It was a little harder to do. You can't really land. It's harder to land a hit on him when you're when you're knifing rather than it is shooting. You see there, I decided to try and take a risk of shooting him, but it's a little harder to kill them with just knives than it is with a pistol or with something else. Going through these levels and things, it was different than others when you're trying to complete as many challenges as you can. There was one challenge that we had gotten at one point, not in this video, and it was different. It was the exploding aliens that we were just getting exploded by a few minutes ago, like a minute ago or so. You had to not take any damage from explosions from those guys. And these guys right here, the ones with the glowing orbs on their back or whatever, those. And you had to not take any damage from what they were exploding with. And that was a little difficult to do, seeing as you didn't know, like it was kind of weird to see, because you don't really exactly know where they're coming from every time. And it was just weird. Because it's a really hard challenge to do, especially if you have a lot of them on you and you're trying to shoot them before they explode. If you run out of ammo or anything whenever you're trying to kill them, they'll explode on top of you and you will be screwed. This don't reload your weapon for 60 seconds. We had a simple plan: just don't shoot anything, but you just knife. Don't shoot anything. And I actually, with that hypno knife that I had found in the very beginning, I literally, like, this entire episode, I do not believe that I used it throughout this episode at all to, try and do anything. And it was different, because later on, you'll see it was a kind of a funny moment, because when we were recording this, we're all talking to each other, but I mean, we're not using mics to where I can record them, to record all of our voices, and it's a little different. It's when I'm having to go back and do this little commentary in the background and all that, it's a little harder to do than it is to do with a live commentary, because when you're at a live commentary, you can just talk about, like, you're kind of occupied in that sense, and you have other people. Like in this episode, I would have Mikazuki, Kid Trickster, and Smarty Pants, which is my brother, there with me when we're talking on that episode. But without a mic and having to go back through later on and try to do post commentary, it's a little bit harder, to say the least. You're like, right now I have to find things to talk about in the video while I'm doing it, so that I can try to so that I can try and do what I need to do for commentary to keep you guys interested in what we're doing here. But this was a very interesting level, to say the least, because before, like a week before this, I had never actually tried to play this level all the way through. I've tried to play multiple different levels all the way through with the series for Extinction. I've tried multiple times to go through, and when you're playing by yourself, it's a little harder, because you're more focused on what's in front of you, and you can be attacked from the side and from behind, and if they swarm up on you too much, you're kind of screwed. And when you're playing with other people, you can have a person to your back and to your left, and everybody can cover what's in front of them, and it will be a lot easier to do than it would be by yourself. And now this guy right here, it took us a little bit to figure out what the breeder eggs were, but if you look, whenever he stops, he'll stop and he'll like look to the left or to the right, and he'll spawn eggs that will hatch aliens that will, they'll come at you and you can go for them. But this challenge, it will always come up when you're facing this guy, or from my experiences always came up. You have to destroy 10 of those breeder eggs before they hatch. So like when he I'll show you in a second, when he looks left, like I believe right now, I'm not quite sure, you'll see little like yellow glowing eggs. He'll shoot those around to the left or to the right, and sometimes even to the center. When he's shooting those, it's kind of weird, because you're focused on those trying to complete the challenge, or if you're trying to complete the challenge, you don't necessarily have to, but he'll shoot those eggs out, and they don't hatch quite as quick as you would think. It's different. Like right here, I thought those were the eggs, in the beginning, but no, I thought those were the eggs. No, those are just, meteors or whatever, and I thought you had to destroy those. But as you can see, Mikazuki had actually found 2 of the eggs, and I don't think he had realized it. I know I didn't realize it. And then after a minute or so, he realized what they were, and he had told us. He said, "You look down there, you'll see them." And like right now, he shoot those eggs right there. He looked over and he launched those eggs out, or she launched the eggs out, whichever one it is, I don't know. It launched the eggs out, and it was it's pretty eventful, to say the least, when we figured out what it was, because we got to figure out that next time we'll be able to know what we need to do straight offhand. Like if he was shooting them, I think he was shooting them a little quicker than before. Like he was shooting them before we ever figured it out, and they were already coming up and hatching. And like right here, he's gonna shoot them pretty soon, I believe, and he'll shoot them off to the right over there, and eventually he'll shoot up there with you. Like he launched them over to the left over there, but he will shoot. He has a tactic that I must warn you guys about if you're watching this. when he shoots those bullets, if you're in his range and you're the only person in his range, get out of the way as fast as you can. If you do not, you are screwed. You will go down and you will lose the game. He shoots those quite often, and they're very, very, very difficult to avoid unless you have cover. Now right here, I think he was just shooting them off to the right, but I'm not sure. I can't be certain. I think he was shooting them, like he was either shooting them up there with us or he was shooting them to the right. We'll figure that out in a second when we go over there and kill them. He'll launch some under you as well if you're up there on this platform. This platform is by far the best place to camp to kill this boss because he doesn't move. And since he doesn't move, you can sit there and you can like aim behind these walls or whatever. If you're by yourself, you don't have to try and complete this challenge. And I mean, you can. It would just take a little bit longer. Now, in just a second, for these last couple breeder eggs, he will shoot them up here with us. And if you watch this, I noticed that when he shoots them, he gets in this stance. When he gets in the stance, you'll know that he's shooting them. You'll see it in just a second. If you can watch, he'll do it a few seconds, like I think right now. Yes, see that right there. That stance that he does, like he'll get on the ground like a dog does. If you know when a puppy plays, he'll get on his with his paws in the ground or whatever, and he'll like wag his butt and back and forth, and he'll do the whatever it is will do that so that it can try to launch its eggs. And at that moment, I believe you can try and shoot him and get some points or kill him down. But I would rather be able to go and kill those eggs and try and actually complete the mission. So at that point, I was trying to, just get rid of some money so that I could get some more money back. And I thought I was full, but I wasn't, and I kind of wasted a little bit, and I got back up to where I was. But I could have probably taken all of that money and used it. Anyways, let's see. So I think that I'm going to end this episode off right here. It's going to be a little bit closer to the 20-minute mark for me here while we're taking a little bit of a break. We're going over to this side to try to destroy this one. But anyways, I'm going to leave it off here, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe, and that lets me know that you enjoy the series and that you want to see more. If you want to know more tactics about doing some stuff, leave a comment below and tell me which one I know. I can research it as much as I can, try to do more tactics with them, and we could try to implement some more tactics into some gameplay, and I can tell you guys more about it. So thank you for watching. Thanks, and see ya.